Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video, I'm going to be planning out the week of the 26th of February through the 4th of March. As I mentioned, I'm an academic and also a wife and a mother and a Passion Planner ambassador. There is a discount code and affiliate link in the description of this video. Thank you to everyone returning, and thank you to any new viewers. I really appreciate you being here. Let's dive in. So if you follow me on Instagram and look at my stories, you probably already know a little bit about how this week is going. It's not great. I threw my back out Tuesday night. I had some work drama. It's just not been a really good week, and I'm actually filming this Friday morning while my baby is trying to sleep in the bassinet upstairs because I can't really hold her going up and down the stairs. My sister-in-law is on her way to watch her for most of the day before my husband gets home from work, so I'm really thankful for having family and friends support this week. I am just not feeling, good about things. As I asked in my stories this morning, I have trouble sometimes when I get knocked off the horse, getting back on the horse. And I don't mean just one little thing, even if it was just my back going out, I don't think I would have had this reaction, but it was like a pile up of stuff this week. I don't want to go into all of it. Some of it's personal and some of it's professional, and I just want to make sure I'm not, overstepping. Yeah, it was a pile up, and the longer I go without regularity, without making any progress, the harder it is for me to return to a sense of normal. So I'm interested to know in the comments this week, what do you do to get back in the saddle, if you will? Are there, certain tried and true things you do to kind of remotivate yourself? I've decided to do this plan with me because I'm hoping that by doing something I really want to do, maybe it'll propel me a little. But it's hard because I'm still in a significant amount of pain and still trying to figure out, what to do about it. So it's not like I'm, I don't feel like myself is what I'm getting at there. Leading up to the back issue, it was not a bad week. I did get quite a few things done, as you can see over here in the beginning of the week. But yeah, the rest of the week's been kind of keeping my head above water. I have a work meeting later today. Depending on how I feel, I might excuse myself from that, but I do have actually some work related to it that I need to do. So I can at least get that work done, but I may or may not join that meeting. Just depends on how I feel. So yeah, this is this week. Really love how beautiful it is. I just wish it had been an actually better week than it was. So moving on, hopefully next week will be better in every sense of the word. So we are leaving February behind. We're starting March. I decided that I'm going to pull out some stickers from the Decorate Your Planner sticker book. This actually is a great book if you want something that is very close to planner kits. Passion Planner doesn't have, stop, my cat just jumped up on the table, I'm sorry. Passion Planner doesn't actually have what you would call weekly or monthly planner kits for sale, but this book comes pretty close. You can see that each of the pages typically will have some washi, some flags, some functional stickers. So if you want something that is unified in theme and has potentially some function to it, but also is really cute. I use this on my monthly spreads very often. But today I am going to use, let's see, I'm going to use this page for, the weekly spread, because it has a bit of washi and it has some of the decorative elements, and it also has little circles I could use for like event markers. So I'm going to use most of this page, I think, today. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dive in because I don't know how long my daughter's going to be able to nap in the bassinet. Like, it's just, she got used to the crib in the nursery, which is quieter and darker. She's a pretty good sleeper, so I like to think that she'll get at least one good sleep cycle up here, but it's not going to be ideal until my sister-in-law comes to take over, and then she can kind of like take her up and down the stairs and, you know, help her get to sleep in her own space. But yeah, as I said, if you have any wisdom to impart about how to, you know, kind of remotivate yourself after a bad week, I would be interested to know, because like I just feel like doing nothing. And I know part of that is that I'm still in pain, so, you know, I'm trying to like give myself some slack. But also, like, I'm not like, I just know this about myself after so many years. I'm just not I'm not a patient person. I'm patient when it comes to some things like students, you know, my daughter, stuff like that. But when I'm not able to like do almost anything that I'm used to being able to do for myself or for my family, I just get really like, I just get angry. I get so angry. I get so frustrated. I don't know how to like snap out of it sometimes. And as you can see, I do have a therapy appointment coming up this week, which I think like couldn't have been timed better on my part. Not that I knew I was gonna, you know, be struggling, but maybe I did on some very deep, mystical level. So we'll see about that. Let's see how I want to use this stuff. What does this say? Done for today. I'm going to go ahead and put this little marker to note. I think my husband he has a game night. And so I just want to make sure I remember that, because it means I'll be with the baby by myself. So I just need to remind myself. Monday, we're taking her to get her passport made. So I'm really excited for that because, you know, it's one of those things where obviously we're not like planning on any international travel right now, but my brother and my sister-in-law are moving to Portugal, and like soon. So, you know, I think it would be like useful to me to have have this all ready to go. I should have cut this on the sticker paper, but we're gonna do what we do. This should go here. I believe it starts at 6. And, you know, like, I have the time right now, so I think it's good to get stuff done when you have the time and energy, because you never know when you're going to get knocked off the horse, like I was this very week. And it's just kind of nice to like know that it's one less thing we have to think about down the road. Tuesday night, I'm supposed to go to a wine tasting with my mom and a friend, and I'm just hoping I feel good enough to actually like do that. Yeah, I'm hoping, but I don't feel like too horrible. And then I have, you know what, we're gonna get rid of this because it's A, no longer a sticky, and B, it's crooked and too much of that same pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and put self-care day. Well, I actually don't like I'm not sure how much of the red I'm going to pull into the spread, so let's do the blue and green. Yeah, so I'm glad I have this therapy appointment lined up, because I think I want to, like, maybe even if I'm feeling better at this point, physically and mentally, I just kind of want to like unpack some stuff with her. Maybe like think of some like more strategies for picking myself up when, you know, everything goes wrong. And, you know, she knows me pretty well at this point. I've been seeing her since August 2021, right after my miscarriage. So she is aware of some of the stuff that I have to deal with, that I have dealt with, I should say. Friday is challenging because I have a meeting at 2 p.m. It's for everyone going up for promotion this year. And also writing coven meets at 2:30, and I'm pretty sure the promotion meeting will probably be more than a half hour. So I'm a little annoyed because I don't want to miss the writing, you know, coven, and it's like way too tricky for us to like reschedule every time someone has a conflict. Like we barely, like, it was hard enough for us to just find like a time that we would, you know, more or less be available every week. Just because we have, you know, we all work in different like capacities. You know, 2 of us have children. Sorry, my cat is trying to join the video. She doesn't understand that this book is not a kitty bed. So, Onyx, please, can you just let me get through this before the baby wakes up? God, drive me crazy sometimes. So yeah, so we'll see what happens. I may or may not attend that writing group meeting. We'll see. Okay, so that's all of the like scheduled appointments I have next week. I'm probably gonna have some students like sign up for my one-on-ones, but I don't have any currently. Let me see what work I owe my students next week. So the main thing is I have to grade their spreadsheets, and there's also an annotation activity that they do. I also need to put my announcements on here and to remind myself to do them. So those are the major things I have to do for teaching. I thought I had, let me double check something. Oh no, I guess not. I guess the next meeting is the following Monday. Yeah, okay. Yep. Hopefully you had a chance to look at my, actually I don't know if I'm trying to think. I don't think I posted my March plan with me, so you just got a sneak peek of what that month looks like, but I will post it. It will be posting on Tuesday. In fact, let me go ahead and put my, my videos in. Onyx, cut it out. I swear to God. Yeah, let's go ahead and put some videos in here. If you hear me murdering a cat off camera, that's just what I'm doing. Okay. Luckily I have some, oh, sorry y'all, sorry. It's like a madhouse over here. Okay, so I have a couple of green ones. Let's see, what am I working with? Blue, green mainly, and then some neutral. Yeah, sometimes I put my cat in the room when I'm doing this to avoid what you just heard. But my daughter's in there currently. So I do not want her messing with the baby more so than I care about her messing with this video. So like another disappointing thing that happened this week that I think is like making me feel worse than I would otherwise is I had to cancel the talk that I was giving about my dissertation research to a digital studies working group that I'm in, or that I have been in the past. And I hate it when I have to cancel things, you know, like it makes me feel flaky. Not, you know, they obviously were very understanding, but I can't help it, you know, like I just feel bad. And I also was really looking forward to talking with, you know, other people who share my research interests. And I thought like maybe if I could make that happen, then it'd be like one good thing that happened this week, you know, like one good thing to kind of carry me through, and it didn't happen. And that's because my sister-in-law came to watch the baby, my husband took me to the doctor, and the doctor took forever, like they do, you know. And so I just was not able to, to pull it together for that. And so I just feel bad, and as I said, it's just another piling up disappointment, and I wish that it hadn't happened like that. So but I guess the good news is they're going to let me reschedule, so it's not too bad. I think maybe I need to have some like gratitude. I'll put this on Sunday. I do know how lucky I am. I am aware, of just how amazing it is to have a great sister-in-law who can come watch my daughter, a wonderful husband who's there for me and is, majorly picking up the household tasks that I normally do. I know this, and I am trying to keep in mind how lucky I am, in fact, to have that kind of support. And so, trying to perk myself up, thinking about just how grateful I am for that. But yeah, as I said earlier, it's just I'm finding it difficult to just motivate myself. I think also it's one of those things where you the more you're unable to do, the more is piling up, the more overwhelming it feels to try to tackle any of it. So I think if I could just make myself do a little bit that I'm able to do, given how I feel and all those things right now, maybe that would I don't know, be enough to kind of propel me forward. I'm not sure. But also, I know I can be very bad at taking the time I need to rest when I need it. So, I'm also cognizant of the fact that I am one of those kind of high functioning type A type people, and I don't need to be accomplishing stuff 24/7. I know that logically. I just feel horrible when I'm not accomplishing anything. So it's like, you know, it's one of those things where I'm like, do I just force myself to rest, but potentially, you know, risk like feeling worse and worse? I don't know. So I'm not going to, because I know next week will be at best a catch-up week for me. I'm not going to pile on with a bunch of extra stuff. I do have my work stuff in here already. I would like to re-pick up some academic writing this week, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it here. On Tuesday, like I always do, because I think it will, you know, especially if I'm back, you know, like back to work and feeling relatively good physically, I think it will help me to get like to return to that work. It'll help me mentally to feel a little more on track. Stop. Sorry, my cat again. Home stuff. Let's take a look here. We'll see about what I can carry, what I need to carry over. Will you cut it out? I'll need a grocery order for sure. I'm gonna put make a will on here because I don't know if that's gonna happen this weekend, y'all. Like, if I'm still out of commission, I don't know. Who knows? It's like one of those things you can do from the bed on a computer, but at the same time, like, with my husband, you know, taking over, you know, baby care and household tasks and everything, I'm just not sure if that's, you know, if that's what we're going to be focusing on. I also had a thing I was excited to share with you guys this week, which I'm still excited to share with you, but a little like more subdued because it is what it is. I remembered at the last second that Passion Planner has habit trackers on their website as a free PDF. And when I was talking with you guys about ordering stickers, I was like, oh wait, they have these free PDFs and I can like print them. Now, they obviously don't fit, like I could probably resize them to fit here, but I'm gonna stick it here this week because there's actually, I was thinking about some other things I'd like to do on a daily basis, and none of the stuff I want to do on a daily basis is like end of the world if I don't do it. Like, none of this stuff. I can obviously drop almost all of this and life will go on. but it is nice there. It's nice for me to have a mechanism to remind myself of whether I did certain things or not, and that is what this is useful for me, how this is useful for me. And so this habit tracker has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry, cat. I swear to God. 12 spaces for 12 habits. Now, I'm probably not going to do all 12. I'm going to definitely put the ones I've been doing here, but there's one in particular I wanted to add, which is I got my, if you watch my Valentine's Day haul, I got my like 1 line a day journal, and I would really like to like mark off, like remind myself to add the 1 line per day, because I have been really slacking about it and I just want to like get in the habit. So adding it on here I think would be a good one. And for those of you who may be joining me for the first time this video, the first habit is movement, daily movement. The second one has like kitty related stuff. The third is like to get the coffee machine ready for the morning. What else? This is why I have to write it down, because if I don't write it down, it's not going to happen. Take my vitamins. I'm pretty good about that even without this habit tracker, but like take meat out for dinner if I need to take meat out for dinner, or at least like think about what we might have. Then I also mark off in the back of the planner whether I did any academic writing that day or not. And this just reminds me to like mark it, like whether I did it or not, just to mark it down. And then I'm going to add on here one line journal. So if I think of anything else, I'll pop it on here. But if I'm satisfied with this, then I might, for the future ones, like chop the bottom off and keep it like the size I need it instead of having this extra space. As you can see, like it's not going great this week because this week is not going great. I am taking my vitamins though, like that's pretty much it though. So, but yeah, I'm thinking this is a good use of the space. I have some extra to-do space over here now if I need it, but also if I shrink this down in the future, I might still stick it over here. I don't know, we'll see. I printed out like several of these, so I'm gonna probably keep it for this way for like at least the next few weeks. Anything else that I need to look at? I don't think so. I think that's it for my checklist. I think that's all the to-dos that I have off the top of my head, although I bet there will be more. Thank you so much for watching this plan with me. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit of a sad sack. I'm just still like kind of in the thick of, you know, the disappointing week that I've had. So I'm hoping to rally. I hope you had a better week. Please let me know in the comments if you do something special to snap yourself out of a funk, to remotivate yourself if you're feeling particularly unmotivated. I would love to know. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, even in spite of my mood. And please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I really do love seeing the new subscriber notification come up on my phone. So thanks for sticking around, and I will see you back here for some more for my March plan with me coming up on Tuesday and some more planning videos. Take care.